this is Apurva Singh and this is yet another video on Merchant of Venice. So far I have discussed with you all Act 1, Scene 1 and 2. Today we are going to begin with Act 1, Scene 3. So the previous scene took place in Belmont, that is Act 1, Scene 2. Today again we are shifting to Venice in Act 1, Scene 3. Here we'll be introduced to Shylock, the central character and the most important character for the dramatic conflict. The conflict is between Shylock and Antonio. Here we will see that Antonio is compelled to borrow money from Shylock, a Jew. And Shylock agrees to give him the amount, but not on the basis of interest which he usually gives to all the other people in the country, in the town. Here he is asking for an agreement, a bond. According to the bond, Shylock says that if Antonio is unable to repay him, he is going to cut 1 pound of flesh from Antonio's body. Antonio, who is such a lovable and devoted friend of Bassanio, agrees to this bond. And when Antonio agrees to it, Shylock is ready to give him the amount. So amount, what was the amount and for how many time, for how much time the amount this Antonio and Bassanio they wanted from Shylock, we are going to know in between the lines of the play. So let's begin with the play. So scene 3, Venice, a public place. Enter Bassanio and Shylock. Bassanio, I once again tell you, is best friend of Antonio. Antonio is also one of our central characters. He is a Christian. Bassanio is also Christian and Shylock is a Jew. So moving ahead. Shylock, 3,000 ducats. Well, so Shylock here is saying that, okay, you are asking me 3,000 ducats. Bassanio, yes sir, for 3 months. And Bassanio says that, yes sir, I am asking for 3,000 ducats and I am asking it for 3 months. Shylock, for 3 months. Well, Bassanio, for the which, as I told you, Antonio shall be the bound. And he says that, yes sir, and for the amount, Antonio will be the guarantor. Shylock, Antonio shall become the bound? Well, so Shylock is again repeating that, okay, fine. So Antonio is going to become the guarantee that you are going to give me back my money. Bassanio, may you stead me. So he says that, will you help me? Will you pleasure me? Will you oblige to help me? Shall I know your answer? So Bassanio is asking him very politely that, can I know your answer? That what is your answer? Will you lend me the money or not? Shylock, 3,000 ducats. For 3 months and Antonio bound. So he says that, okay, you need 3,000 ducats and you need it for 3 months and Antonio will be the security. Now, Bassanio, your answer to that? So again, Bassanio says that, yes, you are understanding, you are comprehending things absolutely correct. So please let me know that what is your answer? Shylock, Antonio is a good man. So Shylock says that, yes, I know that Antonio is a trustworthy man. He is a good man. Bassanio, have you heard any imputation to the contrary? So have you heard any charges which is contrary that he isn't a good man? Did you hear any time anybody saying that? Shylock, oh, no. My meaning in saying he is a good man is to have you understand me that he is sufficient. So he says that because I said it that he is a good man, the reason behind my saying that he is a good man is that he is financially sound and I can take him as guarantee. Yet his means are in supposition. So yet, though he is a good man, he is financially sound, yet all his business, all his money is at risk. Now, why is it at risk? He is explaining it in further. He had an Argosy bound to Tripolis. So he says that one of his ship is heading towards Tripolis. Another to Indies. So another ship is moving ahead to Indies. I understand moreover upon the Rialto was the marketplace where all these merchants, they used to meet. So he says that I have heard upon the Rialto, he had the third at Mexico. So the third one is going towards Mexico. A fourth for England, and other ventures he had squandered abroad. And there are other ventures also which he has scattered abroad. But ships are but boats. But ships are what? Ships are just mere wood. Sailors but men, and sailors are merely human beings. There be land rats and water rats, water thieves and land thieves. So he's talking about the dangers which the ship can meet, or which the sailors who are on the ships can meet in their course of reaching their business area towards the port. So he says, I mean pirates, and then there is the peril of the water. So he says that here I mean to say that there can be pirates and all his business ventures can get destroyed. And then he says that the danger is in the water itself. There is a peril in the water. Winds and rocks. And what is the peril to the water? The high densified wind or the rocks which are going to come in the course of the route of the ships. Now, the man is notwithstanding sufficient. 3,000 ducats, I think I may take this bond. So he says that yet the man is sufficient and he is financially sound, so I can take the bond of lending you 3,000 ducats for 3 months. Now, Bassanio, be assured you may. So he says that please be assured that you want to give me these 3,000 ducats. Shylock, I will be assured I may, and that I may be assured I will be think me. May I speak with Antonio? So he says that yes, I'll be assured that yes, I want to give you the money and I'm going to think over it twice. But before that, I would like to have a conversation with Antonio himself. Bassanio, if it pleases you to dine with us. So he says that, okay, fine, if you want to have a conversation with Antonio, let's meet for a dinner. Shylock, yes. So he's saying ironically, as we say what? In the same way he's saying yes, to smell the pork. So he says that why should I come to dine with you all? To smell the aroma of the food which is prepared by porks. Pork is what? The pig meat. To eat of the habitation which your prophet the Nazareth conjured the devil into, I will buy with you. So, see, we are going to stop till here. I continued with the lines which I should not have. So, see, to eat the habitation which your prophet the Nazareth conjured the devil into. So, he is saying that what do you want? You want me to eat the pig's body, and that pig's body which your prophet had conjured with the spirit of a devil. So there's a reference given to it that Jesus Christ had once healed a madman, and while healing the madman, he had ordered the devil that possessed that man to leave his body, to leave the man's body, and to enter into the herd of pigs. And that is the reference which here Shylock is giving, that you want me to go and eat the habitation of the devil. So he says that I will buy with you. I can go for shopping with you. I will walk with you and so following. He says that I can sell with you, I can talk with you, I can walk with you. So he can do every other thing with the Christians, except for eating and drinking with the Christians. So I repeat the lines once again, that I will buy with you, sell with you, talk with you, walk with you, and so following. But I will not eat with you, drink with you, nor pray with you. So 3 things he is not going to do, that is eat, drink, and pray with the Christians. What news on the Rialto? So now he's asking that what's the news in the Rialto, tell me? Who he comes here. So who is that man who is coming here? Enter Antonio. So we come to know that Antonio is now coming to have a conversation with Shylock. Bassanio. This is Signare Antonio. Shylock, aside. So Shylock is now speaking to himself. Aside, that means it is not audible to Antonio and Bassanio here. It is only audible to Shylock himself. He's speaking to himself. As we murmur, so he's doing the same thing. How like a frowning publican he looks. So here again a Roman reference is given of the tax collector, and he says that he is looking somewhat like that tax collector, like that publican. And Jews basically use this word publican as an abuse, to contempt somebody. So here he is contempting Antonio. I hate him for he is a Christian. So he's telling it very clear that he hates him. Why? Because he's a Christian. But more for that, in low simplicity, that is in foolishness, he lends out money gratis and brings down the rate of usance here with us in Venice. So he says that I hate him because he's a Christian, but I hate him because of his foolishness. And what was the foolishness of Antonio? The foolishness of Antonio was that he used to lend money to people without charging any interest. He never charged anything extra to the people whom he used to lend money. And because of this activity in the business area, the interest rate was always low. And because of this, nobody used to go to Shylock to lend money. People used to go to take money from Antonio whenever they were in need. If I can catch him once upon the hip, so he says that if I can hold him once on his disadvantage, I will feed that fat, the ancient grudge I bear him. So I am going to feed my grudge which I have against him. He hates our sacred nation. He rails even there where merchants most do congregate. So he says that he hates our race. He has always abused and he has always contempted. He has always talked ill about our race, about our nation, and he has often done that where all the merchants gather. On me my bargains and my well-won thrift. So he has also talked ill about on my bargains, that is on my business and on my earnings. He has also talked ill about my well-won thrifts, that is all the profits, the hard-earned money which I have earned due to my hard work, which he calls interest, and he calls them merely interest. He never sees my hard work, but he says that I am making money. Why? Because I am charging interest from the people around. Curse me, my tribe, if I forgive him. So he says to his tribe that curse me if I dare to forgive Antonio ever in my life. Moving ahead. Bassanio. Shylock, do you hear? So Bassanio is saying that Shylock, did you hear that Antonio has come to meet you? Shylock, I am debating of my present store, that yes, I am calculating on my present ready money. I heard that he has come, so that is why I am calculating on my ready money. And by the near guess of my memory, and as I can calculate it aptly, I cannot instantly raise up the gross. So he says that I cannot instantly arrange for the money which you are asking me, the whole sum of money which you are asking me of full 3,000 ducats. So he says that I have calculated and I know that I do not have that much ready money presently with me, so I cannot raise the full amount of 3,000 ducats to give it to you. What of that? Tubal, a wealthy Hebrew of my tribe, will furnish me. So he says that yes, I have one of my friends, that is Tubal, and he can help me in arranging the full amount of money. But soft, but wait a little. How many months? So he's again investigating, he's again interrogating that how many months did you tell me? Do you desire to Antonio rest your fair good Signare? So he says that Antonio, please rest yourself. I guess you desire to rest yourself. So sit down, rest yourself here. Your worship was the last man in our mouths. So he says that your honor, you were the last person about whom we were discussing and you have already come to meet us. So he's kind of greeting him. Antonio, Shylock Albert, I neither lend nor borrow by taking nor by giving of excess. So he says that Shylock, although I have never lended money nor borrowed money from anybody by charging anything extra, yet to supply the ripe wants of my friend, yet to supply, yet to assist the immediate wants of my friend Bassanio, I'll break a custom. I'll break my rule. To Bassanio, is he yet possessed? So he says that has he informed that how much money you want and for how many months? How much he would want. So he says, and did he tell you that how much money is he charging? How much interest is he charging on the amount of money which you require for your venture? Shylock, yea, 3,000 ducats. So Shylock says that yes, I remember 3,000 ducats you have asked from me. So very cunningly he's saying, he's enjoying the conversation and he's enjoying the fact that these Christians, they have come to ask help from Antonio, whom they have been insulting from ages, you know. Now, Antonio, and for 3 months. So Antonio says that yes, we want 3,000 ducats and we want it for 3 months. Shylock, I had forgot. So Shylock says that yes, I had forgot the duration for which you had asked money for. 3 months you told me so. Well then, your bond, and let me see, but surely. And he says that yes, okay, fine, I agree to the bond which you are asking from me. I'll give you 3,000 ducats for 3 months. Methink you said you neither lend nor borrow. So he says that I think you said that you never lent or borrow upon advantage, that is upon the interest. Antonio, I do never use it. So Antonio again says that yes, I never charge interest from anybody. And that's all for today. We are going to continue with the play in my next video. So far, I guess you have understood whatever I said. If you could not get any of the lines, you can ask me in the comment section and I'll be obliged to clear your doubts. So thank you very much for watching the video. And if you liked the video, if you understood the concept of Act 1, Scene 3, please like, share, comment and give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much.